You're not seeing this by accident. I know for a fact you're seeing this because the days you prayed about are about to come to pass. The days that you've asked God to bring you to let you live to see, the prayers that you prayed are about to be active in your life. You're not seeing this for no reason. You're not seeing this by accident. You have spent some days asking God for some things. Not even in a selfish way, just in a Lord help me so I can help others. God protect me, be my peace, Lord. Help me, God, so I can be the light. Bless me, God, so I can be a blessing to others. In those days that you prayed about, you're about to witness. I feel it so strongly that you out there watching this, the days that you prayed for, you're about to finally witness them. And you want to know why? Because no weapon formed against you could prosper. In your time of training, in your season, you had to go through stages of learning. You know what it looks like firsthand to not be loved and to not feel accepted. But God says you are about to abandon that feeling. That feeling that you used to be so close with, of being apart from everybody else, of having no support. The separation, the pain, the trauma that the world inflicted, that the world brought to you. God says you are about to know that no more. Because in these next days, you're about to see so much increase. The days that you prayed about, you're about to witness. And I hear God saying that you had to go through these stages to learn who you are, to learn why you're here, to learn how much God loves you, and to learn who He was. I would be a liar if I told you that the walk with Christ is easy. And you've experienced some trials, some tough times. But God says that it was in those seasons where He was drawing closer to you. He needed you to go through those seasons. Because sometimes being a believer, being a disciple, being a follower of Christ is not always about prosperity. It's not always about the still waters. Sometimes it's about the valleys, the shadows of death that you had to walk through, the trauma, the pain, but being constantly reminded that God is with you because you made it through. You wouldn't even known that God was capable of being in the valley of the shadow of death with you and still delivering you out of it and still getting you through unless you were in the valley of the shadow of death. You wouldn't have knew that God was the fourth man in the fire unless you were in the fire. You wouldn't have knew that God could preserve you even when the world is sending fire against you, even when the world is trying to burn you, even when the world is trying to kill you, unless the world tried to kill you and God preserved you. You had to walk through some storms. I feel that you've been through a lot. You had to walk through a lot to know that God is capable of a lot. He's capable of so much more than you knew Him to do and be in your life. Your final stages. That you're in your final stages. And you're about to witness the days you prayed for. And everything you prayed against. God said some of the things you prayed against that death of a family member. You prayed against sickness. You prayed against disease. You prayed against mental illness. You prayed against the suicide. And God says sometimes He allowed the enemy to still afflict those things that you used to pray so hard against. Just to show you that there may be a thorn in your side, but His grace is sufficient enough. That God didn't take it from you. He didn't take